We are back. Welcome to the DGD Podcast. As always, Robert Reynolds, Kobe Pierce, got a special guest, Dan Kiley. Dan, what's up, buddy?
What's up, gentlemen? How are you guys this evening? Thank you for
Doing
inviting
good.
me, by the way.
Doing good. Pretty good, man. Glad to have you on. And I think Keon might actually be coming on too. So we're going to have four wide tonight. Um, Dan, I know the reference there.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah. Now, I got a loaded show tonight, folks. Absolutely loaded. If you're live right now with us and you're watching this, you know you're at G Day Eve, right? And if you're listening to this, I hope you listen to this in the morning because it will be available for you to listen to while you're tailgating. We're previewing G Day. We do it every year. I can't wait for it. Guys, I'm ecstatic because we actually have football on the horizon, albeit against each other. Don't give a damn. Really don't care. Kobe, G Day, you've been a part of this. What's this? What's your feelings like on G Day Eve from a former player's perspective?
Thankful. I mean, spring practice is so close to being over. You could almost just cry. Spring practice is awful. I think it spring practice could be the worst 5 weeks of the year, in my opinion. It is just it's rough stuff for everybody. So go out, have a good G Day, kind of get it behind you, and not saying they're all looking ahead, but the moment G Day's over on Saturday, you have like a week of discretionary period where like you get a couple lifts in, and then after that, you pretty much all get to go home for 4 to 6 weeks in May after finals is over. So this is like you can see the finish line. You're gonna have a good day tomorrow. Be focused, play in front of fans. You get to fully tackle to the ground. That's always I know that's very like niche to say, but like obviously you're not allowed to tackle fully in practice all year. So the only time you're able to tackle somebody fully to the ground is either in the games in the fall or on G Day. So to me, that was always something really fun to like be able to go and dive and make a tackle and get dirty and stuff like that. So
I'll be damned if you didn't or not, man. I get this perfect snap, perfect form on that snapback. There you go.
running after them.
You get them, stick them. Dan, I got the same question for you. From a fan's perspective, we've
Well,
been
I mean,
waiting.
I was a player too. I still have my spring practice T-shirt that says "Only the strong survive" because you're absolutely right, Kobe. They wear you out in spring practice. It's an opportunity for guys to learn new positions, do different things, challenge yourself. And the great benefit to like with some of the players on the roster is they kind of don't care if you get hurt during spring, that they're going to put you through and see what you can do. And you're right. When that spring practice is coming to an end, you are so thankful. But from a fan's perspective, it's exciting because we've been so long without Georgia football now. It's been since January. And, I guess it really hasn't been all that long, but it feels like it's been ages. So this is a great opportunity to see our guys. As I get older and I'm less selfish about actually just getting to watch football, my biggest takeaway is please don't let anybody get hurt. And that's every year I'm like, I want to see something entertaining, but please don't get hurt.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, right? Is just making sure, and I think every team, not even Georgia, just everybody in general wants to go through this, no injuries. And I think as a result, you've seen teams start to air it out more, right? I think that's something that's one of my expectations for tomorrow. I think you're going to see Carson Beck and Gunnar Stockton just air that ball out, just air it out. Um, I see Mr. Hightough in the building. Darty throwing some over unders. We'll get to those in a little bit. All right, so keep those coming, Jeff. We're gonna rattle those off later. But I do think looking at this right here, it's a culmination, right? We've been waiting for this. I mean, you've had two scrimmages up to this point, right? This is your third and final one, and right, it's from a fan's perspective. You hear about it, you read about it, but now it's time to actually see it, and that's a whole different level of excitement and every kind of emotion that would come with it. Um, Validation, confirmation, some surprises potentially too. All of it kind of just culminates in like 2 hours.
And I think it's
So
nice because unlike the other two scrimmages, this one's I won't say not scripted, but like a lot less scripted.
yeah,
The past two scrimmages are meant to put the offense in troubling situations, the defense in troubling situations. You're out there And if the first team defense has 12 plays, it doesn't matter if you succeed 10 plays in a row and they don't have a first down. If they throw a touchdown on the 11th play, you've lost that period of scrimmage. That's just not real football, but it puts you in high stress situations. So hopefully on Saturdays in the fall, you're able to get off the field in 3 or 4 plays, something that really our defense has kind of struggled with last year. We were out there, 5, 6, 7 plays before we're getting off the field. Maybe not giving up points, but still, those 3 and outs are big, especially for the fellas up front. Keep them fresh.
Yep. Well, you also had to be careful because last season we were also giving up touchdown, opening drive touchdowns. So I would like to see that not happen, but we'll see. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. The question of the night: Team Red or Team Black? Which one are y'all? And we'll and listen, if you're watching live, let us know which one you are. Team Red, Team Black. We'll go Dan first. Dan, are you Team Red or Team Black?
I'm an offensive guy, so I'm going Team Red. I mean, I'm always offense. Now, listen, I know Georgia's defense is outstanding. I love watching defense, but I'm an offensive guy. I always pick offense, so it's a layup for me. Team Red.
So Team Red has Carson Beck at quarterback?
Yeah, it's the offense.
Okay.
First team offense.
Team Black then. Just because I know that Kirby limits the true first teamers get limited the most. So it's always the team with the backup quarterback that tends to win. Just because Gunner's going to get to play the whole game. Carson's going to get to play 2 series. Thanks, Carson. We'll see you in the fall. Bubble wrap this man, and we'll be seeing you.
See you in the fall, my man. Harry Leggy, what's going on, buddy? Harry Leggy says Team Red. I won't. Obviously, it's a win-win for me. I'm going Team Black just because of black jerseys. Yes, exactly. I don't even give a damn who's on the team. I just like the black jerseys.
Didn't Team Black wear white jerseys last year or something like that? No, they wore black?
There was a couple years back or something like that.
The quarterbacks. So
wear the white jerseys.
Before Kirby got here, you're right. It was the red and black game, but the defense wore white. And only the quarterbacks wore black, but
it was like that Kirby's first game.
Black.
Yeah.
It was the thing that I was thinking. I was talking about the other day is I know that we always talk about like all these recruiting pictures that we see, all these fake uniforms that we have somewhere deep locked in a vault. I was thinking, what a better time to kind of like throw all your people a bone, all your fans, all your players. You could legitimately wear all red and all black to a G-Day one day.
Hold on.
Or the white on white?
Or the white on white.
Give me the icy whites. My God.
You could put the quarterbacks in the icy whites and put the offense and defense
the white
in all
helmets?
red. Yeah.
People would lose their mind. It would be great.
Dude, you know what? The problem is it's a 1:00 game. That's why I would want that at night. I think I would glisten. Oh, man.
I'm just saying, though, if you're not going to wear them in the fall, which we all know he's not, you could at least throw everybody a bone, let them look cool, put them out on the socials for the social media team, let the recruits see them, kind of like that.
Kirby might have just become my new best friend. Kobe, you might be my new best friend.
We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. No, Harry says good choice, no wrong answer. Dude, listen, if you told me that you could throw an icy white out there, hell, just go all black, all red. I don't care. It's I don't want to say we're going to feel like Oregon at this point, but let's be honest. It's outside of the normal tradition because you save it for the fall. I'm fine with it. I wouldn't be opposed to it. And I guarantee you the kids that are going to be there, the visitors, right, the recruits, they would eat that up too because they love it during the visit picks. I'll tell you that. But if you can look good on the field too, ooh, buddy, I'll take that. Let's start with this question right here. We'll start with expectations, and we'll do 2 or 3 expectations each, with things that you want to see. Kobe, we're going to go Kobe first, and then Dan, and then myself. So, Kobe, what are 2 or 3? Give it 2 or 3 expectations or things that you're looking forward to seeing tomorrow.
I want to see how Oscar Delp is utilized in the offensive game plan, because I thought I was underwhelmed at times when Brock was hurt with the high ankle sprain. We had talked about Oscar. We had talked about the tight end position. We had talked about how we could basically plug and play to an extent for Oscar Delp. That he's just as good of an athlete, needs a little bit of polishing maybe on how to play tight end, but definitely could still give him the ball in space. Between him, Riddell, Heinrich, Lawson Lucky, I just want to see how we're kind of using the tight ends and still including them in the offensive game plan tomorrow, because I think it'll be kind of no holds bar, let them loose, let them score, let them run, let them have some fun. And the new guy isn't here though.
Stanford, he's coming.
Jurasic will be here in the summer to the fall. Yeah.
So did I read that right? That he's 1,000-yard receiver or a tight end with 1,000 yards.
Dan, I'm going to explain this to you. I think we might be the only podcast that had an idea of what Ben Jurasic looked like, and it's all because of Ashton Daniels. Okay. I don't know how many games I watched last season of Stanford football.
Too many. More than I'd like to admit.
Way more than a normal fan. But I will say this.
More than most Stanford fans.
You're welcome, guys. But no, I will say this. Watching Ashton throw to Jurasic, old buddy's got that. And I think it's going to be an excellent addition to Georgia come this summer and fall.
Sorry to cut you off, Kobe.
You're all good. I didn't want to leave him out of that if he was here, but then I was like, I feel like I would have read something about him being here by now, and so I was like, he's probably not here.
No.
Probably studying finals somewhere.
Probably drinking wine in Napa Valley too. All right, what's your next one, boss?
For who else I like? I like tight ends.
No. Well, no, I know that. I was just saying you had, I think you were on your first one with Oscar Delp and then brought into the tight ends. But what was another thing that you're looking forward to seeing or expectation?
I've been thinking the pass rush, like obviously, like Michael Williams moved to Jack. We got a lot of youth on the ends. I'd like to see him kind of get after the quarterback. But the more I've been like kind of stewing on that, I also don't know if the spring is the best time. Because pretty much if you're a tackle on this team and you've been practicing together 2 or 3 years, there's not a move in the bag that you have that I don't know about, that I haven't seen. So I think sometimes it's unfair to those guys because, like, we're not going to call a lot of holding, and you pretty much know, like, okay, this is Michael. He tends to try to beat you with power first. Then he's going to hit you with a big spin move to try to beat you inside. I know that. It's happened to me before. I'm not going to let it happen today. But I do want to see how we affect the quarterback, maybe even without like sacking the quarterback, because that's something again last year we didn't do well at times. So,
all right, you got one more. Or you're good to pass it on.
Good to pass it on.
All right, Dan. Some expectations or things you're looking forward to seeing tomorrow.
So one expectation for me is I want to see clean football. I want to see them be able to get in and out of the huddle, lined up, no busted routes, no busted assignments, because although we have a lot of guys returning, there are a lot of new faces and new areas making contributions in areas that they haven't before. So I want to know how well and how quickly they absorb the information through the spring and if they can replicate that during game day. And I mean, this is as close to game day as we can get. And, to me, a really well coached football team comes out and executes in all aspects of the football game. So for me, that's something that I always just kind of pay attention to is who gets it and who doesn't, because those are typically the guys that are going to show up in the fall ready to go and put in some work for you. So that's one of the things that I always look at. Another one for me is how the running back rotation shakes out, like who's kind of where right now, because we've just lost Kendall Milton and Dejon Edwards, who were our bell cows, right? And we've seen Cash Jones, we've seen Roderick Robinson. Obviously, we're not going to see Branson Robinson, but there's some new guys coming in, and I just want to see what that kind of looks like and how because I know Bobo threw the ball a lot last year, but I know running the football is in his DNA, and I was one of those guys who wanted to go to throwing the ball more. But I do miss those long runs that Todd Gurley would have. And I want to see if they've got that run game a little factored into there where we can spring some long runs. That's just something that I want to see from an offensive perspective. Defense, I think you've already touched on, and I want to see the defensive line. Listen, we had Stroud and Seymour, and then we had Carter and Jordan. So, I mean, to have defensive line like that on the same team I mean, what we had to go almost two generations between defense. I mean, what was that? Almost 30 years in between getting a set like that. So it's very difficult to put that level of stress on this defensive line. Say, well, you're not as good as Jordan Davis and Carter. Well, yeah, no kidding. Okay, nobody is. So I just want to see what that looks like, and we got some guys that can play on that defensive line. So I just want to see what they look like against an offensive line that we know is very, very good. That's what I got.
I think I got 3. I think my first one is Jared Wilson and how he handles Colin as running a center. Felt confident in the sample size that we saw, but now that he's the guy, I do think it's going to matter and see how comfortable he is maintaining and running that offensive line. I have confidence in it, but at the same time, Cedric Van Pran was an excellent football mind. Now, Jared Wilson's also extremely athletic, way more than even Cedric. But that mental gap, I want to see how far apart it is, because we were so blessed to have Cedric there for so long. It was just made the right calls. What felt like you were always put into the right position, right blocking scheme for every play. You never really missed those that much. So I think it's going to be something for me to see, and it might not be as sexy as other positions and groups and things like that. But I think it's important because ultimately it protects Carson Beck and the quarterbacks as well. Second, I'm staying offense. I want to see the true wide receiver rotation. I think you're looking at, right, Dylan Bell, Ra, Dom Lovett. I don't think they've released the rosters or anything just yet, but I think those 3 being on the same team makes me believe that that's the number 1 rotation, and I'm okay with that. But we're so deep at receiver, right? We're deep, but yet somewhat unproven. And what I mean by that is we were so reliant on Ladd, on Brock. Now you're forcing guys to step up, and now even Marcus Rosemead, right? Now you're looking at guys coming in. Who's going to be that guy? I think, in my opinion, Dylan Bell is going to be that guy. I think you see him. He might even start off at X, by the way, which is, I think you're going to see Dylan Bell fly all over the field, any kind of position. I think you see Ra and Cole, Ra maybe at the Z, Dom at the slot. I think that makes sense to me.
Don't forget about Colby Young.
Well, no, I know. Like I said, we're extremely deep. So I'm looking forward to all the receivers. I want to see the connection with the quarterbacks, right? I think that's going to matter. But at the same time, I'm looking at Carson Beck. When he's in, who's he building that rapport with early on? Right? We've heard good things about Colby Young. We've heard good things about, you name it. Who was it? Arian Smith. We've heard these things. Now we kind of get to see it and see what it looks like, and maybe Arian Smith connects on a nice little deep ball for everyone to kind of just ooh and ah about too. Because if Carson Beck hits those more, I think you're going to be super dangerous, extremely dangerous actually. So I'm looking at the receiver rotation. I want to see, do we have a guy or do we have multiple guys that it's just a matter of finding that person that's going to win that one-on-one and just picking and dink and duck and hit the receivers. Be interesting to see what it looks like. I'm going my third one on the defense, star position. I need to see Jonel Aguero. I do. I think he's got it. I think he's got the start. I think he will be the starter, but I want to see how comfortable he looks at that star position and it wouldn't surprise me to see situations where maybe even, maybe on a situational 3rd and long, what happens when you move Dalen Everett to star and you put you move Julian Humphrey and Daniel Harris as outside corners, then you got Everett at the star, right? You got Malachi in the back, obviously not going to be playing tomorrow, right? Which is another thing because Ja'Cory Thomas and all these other safeties, KJ Bolden all the way down, all those guys are going to get more extensive reps. So it's going to be beneficial across the board. But I'm curious to see what that star position looks like. Is there situational packages where, you maybe see Dalen Everett or, hell, what does it look like in general? I'm excited to see that star position. let us know if you're watching. Let us know what you're looking forward to. What are your expectations? Harry says he hopes the edge integrity is better. I guess comparing it to last season. Yeah, that's going to be a big emphasis. Looking at the situation last year, we didn't really have that pure pass rush specialist. Jalen Walker, when he played, he was the most disruptive. I think the guys that we brought in, Damon, Gabe, Sam, and Pimba, I want to see what those guys look like as sophomores. Do y'all agree with Harry on that one? Edge integrity. I know you briefly talked about it from a pass rush standpoint, Kobe, but do you want to elaborate more into that, or are you good with that?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, I think that edge integrity has just to go with the defensive play in general. I think that our defense is built off of good and proper edge, like any good defense, off a good edge. Turn things back inside to your All-American linebackers so they can make some plays. You really don't want Dalen Everett having to make a play out there on the perimeter, be the difference between a touchdown and not a touchdown.
True.
I think it's fair to say that it's good because you can remember when it didn't happen, right? And when you can remember the plays that it didn't happen, those are few and far between. Because if it's happening all the time, you can't remember individual plays. I think Georgia, for the most part, plays really solid defensively and funnels it up the middle, just like Kobe said. Obviously, you could always get better at everything, right? And that's what Kirby's always striving for, is to be the best at everything. So is there room for growth? Absolutely. Are there new guys doing it? Absolutely. I think you'll be happy with what you see on the field. And also, remember, this is pretty vanilla. They're going to be trying to hit home runs and stuff like that. They're not going to scheme people open. So how much can you really get from spring day anyway?
Yeah, keep in mind, don't be that guy to make overreactions based off what you see on spring day, because it's coming. I'm just going to let you know. It's coming.
My biggest overreaction, I'm ready to lock and load in the chamber, is I want to see how QB2 looks, because I think it's no secret to those who follow it that we're going to be looking for a backup quarterback possibly in the portal in the next 30 days. I would really like to see, I think Gunnar Stockton's a gamer more than he is maybe a great practicer. If that's good, if that's bad, I don't really know. But when the lights turn on, if you can turn it on, there have been a lot of good players that have been able to do that. So, I'd love to see Gunnar be able to go out, throw 2 or 3 touchdowns, throw for, 250 plus, and make everybody go, well, we may still take a quarterback, but if the lights turned on and it had to be Gunnar, we're more okay than maybe everybody thinks we are.
Yep. Keon, now that you're here, sir, we're going to ask you this question. Give us a couple of expectations or things that you're looking forward to. Let's see if he repeats anything that we've said, guys.
I want to see Carson Beck connect with our wide receivers downfield. I'm looking for big time plays. Trying to go all the way vertical. Arian just run to the end zone and turn around. I want to see our running backs. I want to see how they move in between the tackles. I want to see. Are you talking about just for the offense or just in general?
In general. Yep, in general.
Defensive linemen, interior defensive linemen. Big job, staring right at you, big fella. I need you to punch through something. Okay, I need to see us get penetration up front, and honestly, the young linebackers, I want to see them be out there and make some plays.
It's a good little list. I know I'm surprised I didn't even say Jamal, but I think Big Ja it's gonna be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, just because how well and how much we think or expect to see the ball thrown. I kind of want to see what it looks like. So that's just my thought. Harry agrees, saying he needs a deep ball threat. So, Keon, you've got somebody in agreement with you, guys. Let's talk about this. Let's pose the next question. What's the one freshman that you're most excited to see?
Justin Williams.
Okay. Dan, what about you?
Well, I mean, I got to see him every Friday night, so I want to see KJ Bolden. I want to see what he looks
I was
like.
about to say you damn sure did, didn't you?
Okay. Got to see more than I wanted to.
Kobe, what about you, sir?
Put me on the spot, made me think. True freshman or just freshman?
True freshman. True freshman.
Okay. Let's think. We've been hearing a lot about Joseph. God, what's his last name? The double
Ajonia? Joseph John Ajonia?
Yeah. Been hearing a lot about him. I think that he's been playing a lot of outside technique, which I don't think a lot of us expected. I know he's kind of been a floater and moving around. He's the kind of body type, he's the kind of player that, I know we talked about it's 30 years between maybe first round defensive linemen, but it's a thankless job. It's an unfun job to play that 5 technique in this defense. If he's able to come in and do it proficiently as a freshman, or even like semi-proficiently as a freshman, he's going to have a great career one day on Sundays, not wearing red and black. I mean, just that's how it works in this defense. If you can play it, Trayvon Walker, if you can play it, somebody wants you really, really badly.
So we've had a good list, and I see Harry Sands, Kobe White, Paper Chase, Sam Jaden Riddell. I'm going obvious answer here, and that's Ellis Robinson.
I was waiting for it.
Listen, I could have thought and maybe went like Daniel Calhoun. However, I think all eyes are going to be on the number 1 cornerback.
I'm just going to be happy to see Daniel Calhoun run out there and not have to worry about that he might die.
Yeah. Nair Daniels maybe same way.
When he
was massive.
When he showed up at like 385, I was like, put this man on life alert.
I didn't expect that to be in a conversation tonight.
Hey, listen, Isaiah Wilson showed up at like 390, and he wasn't a spring enrollee, he was a summer enrollee. Showed up June 1, 390. We were running the warm-up run, and he was on all fours, just puking. And I was like, dear Lord. I was like, this guy's not going to make it. It was day 1. This might be his last day. He was 5-star.
Right.
That's it's crazy to think about that, man. Because like when you listen to the early enrollees with Calhoun and especially Nair Daniels, Nair Daniels has almost lost, I think, like almost 70, 80 pounds.
Oh,
insane amount of weight being lost.
I guess I need to go through spring practice at Georgia.
No doubt.
Right.
Trim spa, baby.
I mean, listening to that, it makes you wonder how old Buddy at Florida is still just going up and up.
Yeah.
That's a conversation offline, but yeah, a buddy about to be creeping up on 600-pound life.
No, hey, you know what? Ellis Robinson was picking Ellis Robinson. Picking Ellis Robinson might seem like low-hanging fruit, but I mean, the guy is the highest defensive recruit Georgia's ever gotten now. I believe is what the number 2 overall recruit Georgia's ever gotten.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, when you come in, I mean, we saw Keely Ringo come in with that kind of hype, right? They were talking about he was a 10-1, 100 guy coming out of high school. He's big-bodied, strong corner. And, it got off to a slow start with Keely. Obviously, there was an injury that hampered him a little bit. And then the naysayers started kind of picking at Keely about he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. Keely was one of the better corners that we've had, and he got a lot of flack for nothing. So having that much pressure as a young man coming in, being that highly recruited, and everybody expects so much. And Georgia has had a couple of really good corners here lately. So he's going to be put up against those guys from day one. That's a lot of pressure, and I want to see how he handles it.
Yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see because I'm expecting all of our secondary to get put into situations that's going to force them to just go cover, man. Just go cover. Yeah, I expect it to be somewhat vanilla-based too, right? I think we're all in agreement here. Offensively, defensively, it's going to be vanilla-based, so don't get your hopes up at seeing some flashy Little Giants type plays, right? Like
you're saying,
just
Kirby,
be
it's
efficient.
going to be offensively and defensively scripted just enough to put people in stressful situations. Like you're saying, you're going to leave Ellis out there on an island to have to cover somebody. To have to cover somebody one-on-one, everybody's looking at you. There is no read for Carson Beck. This ball's coming your way. and it's just go play. And then there's going to be, some shell coverages that's going to force Carson to throw it underneath, make somebody to have to step up and make tackles when you're young, you're Jonel Aguero, somebody like that. I got to prove you want to get in there, stick your face in it, wrap up, make that tackle, get up and say, thank you, sir, can I have another? You got to be able to go do that every time.
I just thought about something, and it's something that I kind of want to throw in there, like a final thought, final expectation, or what I want to see. I want to see how in such a short period of time, how far ETN has came in pass blocking. I want to see him in those situations. It sounds like at Florida that was something that he struggled with, right? I want to see the difference in a couple months. Just gonna leave that there. Also, that's right. Before the G Day even starts, I see the comment here. Pumped to see the alumni flag football game. I wonder if Juan's in that. I thought he was last year.
He was.
My
last
buddy
year,
Des will.
Who?
Yeah.
Des Williams, he'll play. He always plays.
Yeah. Juan probably hit the hit that JD in the
Juan would have told us if he was playing, because he told us last year that he was going to play in it.
Yeah, true. It wouldn't be surprising, but at the same time.
Dude, Juan's still nasty at flag football, bro. I'm going to tell you. I mean, he's getting older, but he's still nasty. I always say you can't tackle him in the phone booth.
Yeah. Listen, compared to when he was playing at Georgia with the different style shaped football, yeah, it makes sense. This new technology, boy, be making him look even better. All right, let's see here. So we've went a minute and we haven't even talked about it. Obviously, y'all know the show is brought to you by our friends over at Apotheos Roastery, located in Kennesaw, Georgia. They are the official coffee and cold brew partners of the Classic City Collective. Guys, do yourself a favor. The Classic City Collective is always needing donations and things like that. But what better way to support the collective while also benefiting by getting some damn good coffee? I'm drinking the Beacon Blend. Wow, say that 3 times fast. Beacon Blend. I'm drinking that right now, and I start my morning off every morning with it. Get yourself some coffee and support the collective. Go to our website, dgdpodcast.com, shop the link, and use code CCC at checkout. You'll get free shipping regardless of the cost of your order, and 20% of each bag of coffee will go to the Classic City Collective. Make sure you check that out. Guys, 1 p.m., right? So let's break this down. 1 p.m., ESPN Plus, for those that are not able to attend the game, for those watching TV. But if you're going to be in the game, this year, it's not going to be half the stadium closed down, to my knowledge. So what are our expectations from the fans' perspective? I would expect the fans I would love to see that the fans get super into it and just go from there. But what are y'all's thoughts on the environment on game day or on G Day?
I expect the lower bowl to be full. After that, it's a crapshoot. It's Master Saturday. It's just a lot of stuff kind of going on.
Yeah, that is an excellent question.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot going on. At lower bowl, I mean, you'll have 45, 50,000 people, lower bowl full.
It's going to be 73 degrees tomorrow. And it's going to be listen, Georgia's fan base has responded extremely well to everything that Kirby's ever asked for. And I don't think he would be fond of a empty stadium. I just have a feeling it's going to be pretty full. I mean, it may not be, to your point, it may not be completely full, but it's going to look full on TV.
That's what I'm saying. Lower bowl is all you can ask for in a spring game. If lower bowl all the way around's full, it's going to look really full, especially on TV, and it's going to feel full. You can't hear those people way up top, anyways.
Yeah. So I want to bring this up right here. Big list of folks coming in, right? Expecting 2025 guys, 2026 guys. Been a lot of speculation. One of the bigger names in this visitors list, Justice Terry, right? We haven't been on since, but he flipped from Georgia to USC, and this is the first time that he'll be on campus for a visit, right? Since that happening. Keon looks like he's about to say some choice words. I'm gonna let him speak on this.
We just know how this goes. That's all I'm gonna say. We just know how this goes. He's not serious. Let's be all the way real. We know that
serious.
He's not serious, bro. He's not serious.
But regardless,
you just committed to USC and you back in Athens. Just wait till national signing day. That's all I got.
Check must not have cleared.
Yeah, it's not. Don't even wait that far. Wait till games get played. We're gonna spin the block on this whole thing.
So you got Justice Terry, Mason Short, which is actually Georgia's most recent commit, 6'6", 305, I think 310. Excuse me, out of Evans down there, Augusta. That's another commit there. You look at this is a long list of people. Super long list. Jared Curtis, Keon, your favorite tight end is going to be here. Should be here, I should say. Kendra Harrison, Akeem Igboko, right? I'm just naming off a couple. I'm not going through the whole list. Akeem, if you're not familiar, is Nnamdi Igboko's brother. He's the little brother. Freak.
Yeah, they're probably gonna ride in the same car to G-Day. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
No, boy, kid is a freak. But no, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for that. You get laugh all you want. There's a reason for it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no.
Oh,
you have to understand about watching.
Hey, is that Bo Jackson kid coming?
I don't think he is. I haven't heard anything about Bo Jackson coming or not.
Is he a 25 or a 26 kid?
I think he's 25.
Wouldn't that be something if Georgia had a running back that was a stud named Bo Jackson? That just don't seem right.
Oh,
it sounds so wrong, but it feels so right.
You'd have to unretire 34.
Hell yeah.
We already got a Michael Jackson. We might as well add Bo to the fold.
Might as well bring Tito and Freddie out too.
You know it.
Keon had himself a good little chuckle. Okay. But no, there's a super long list.
That was just the most daddish shit ever.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's that one eye. It's the one eyebrow raise that just half turn him. What?
Dan, they don't have kids. They'll never know. They'll never know.
I got kids. They're upstairs asleep.
Never know. Maybe a bit strong. It was just funny because it was like the instant mute and the head snap at the same time. It was a pro move.
Yeah, it was.
It's like a
plays right there.
Yeah, making better plays in the offense. That's crazy.
Oh.
Mike Free, aloha from Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, saying
Hell
go
yeah.
Dogs. Love the channel. Shout out to Mike in the building. 4
awesome.
4 hours behind us, 4 or 5 at least. Mike D says Bo Jackson is 2025. Kobe, and let's do this. Let's do the over-unders from Mr. Hightoff earlier. All right. I'll post them up here, and we'll go through them. We'll start Kobe, Keon, Dan, myself.
Oh, I was about to say I missed the over-unders. Thank God. Because during the football.
No, we're coming back to them. We're coming back to them.
I'm pretty sure Mike's 6 hours behind us now since time change. By the way.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Oh,
all right.
So I beat you,
Nailed it.
Mike.
Nailed it.
I have a buddy that lives out in Hawaii.
Oh, that makes sense. Good, smart man. First one that Hightoff drops. Over, under. Carson Beck, 2.5 touchdown passes. Do we see over, under 2.5?
Under.
I'm going to say under.
Under 2.
I think I'm gonna go under as well. I think I'm with Dan exactly saying 2.
To boost that line, Jeff should have been 1.5.
I think Kobe nailed it earlier where they're gonna let him get in and get out.
Yeah.
Now
I think
Gunner,
be right.
2.5 for Gunner.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
May make me sweat a little bit there, old Jeff.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Next one, over under Roderick Robinson 60 rushing yards.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under. Still, I think we're gonna see the whole room there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
ahead,
over only because I think that he's gonna get a ton of work to kind of see where he's gonna fall in this depth chart.
I don't think you're wrong. I kind of agree with Keon that there might be a lot of balance at the running back. The only way I see somebody going over is if they break a long one. Like if his first run goes for 45 yards, he's going over. But I'm just going to say under. But I hope he goes over. But I think under.
Yeah, I think you're going to see. I'm going to say over, although part of me says under. I think you're going to see Kirby and that staff.
You can't play the books like that, Rob. You got to make a decision, Bucko.
I'm going to say he runs for 60 yards exactly.
I said over. I said over. I said it wouldn't surprise me, basically, if it went under, though. That's what I'm saying.
Like
Jesus, Keon, open your damn ears.
He's going to get to 59 yards and start screaming at the TV. One more run!
Go! No,
he's going to get to 60 and lose 2 on the next carry.
No, he's going to hand it off. Nah, hold on. He's going to
get hit behind the line of scrimmage.
No, he's going to get 59. He's going to get 59, get half a yard on a 4th and 1. And then on the last play, you'll think he's going to get it, but he goes to Cash Jones. So you're like, what? But no, in all seriousness, though, I do think Kirby's going to put that. They're going to test the defensive guys, right? I want to see the ability to set the edge, and I think running the ball is going to be that way. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Roderick be kind of the runner there in that situation, because he's got the ability, right, speed and power, and it would be a good test for our defensive line and edge play. But I'm going to go over. Over under combined half interception for the KJ Bolden Ellis Robinson combo. Out of both. So we're going over for Keon. Over for Kobe.
Yeah, I think they're going to be on different teams, so I'm going to say over because you have doubled the chance at it.
Yeah. They're also going to try to bully the new kid. I mean, it's just part of it.
Yeah.
And hey,
I'm gonna go under. They only got to get one.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate and say under. I think you'll see a safety combo, maybe like Ja'Cory Thomas or something, get another pick. I mean, he had 2 in the second scrimmage, so I'd love to see him continue that momentum.
Okay, all right. So if it's under, Houston, we have a problem. Okay.
I wouldn't say you have a problem.
I mean, that's the number 1 corner in the class, buddy. If he can't pick off Carson, either Carson's winning the Heisman, which could be very possible, or we might have a problem.
I mean, there's more than just those 2 DBs too, by the way. So.
Yeah, no, they're gonna target the young guys, though. You know that.
Okay, you still got other guys like Chris Pill and everything that they could try to go after too.
That is true.
But, let's see. I think this might be the last one to Mr. Leggy sent. Over under how many different receivers? He's got 12.
Oh, hell.
I think that's
over.
Yeah, 13.
Hammer that over. You're going to play every receiver on the roster tomorrow.
Yeah.
However many that is. 20?
I think it might be 13. 13 or 14.
Something like that. It's a lot. I mean,
yeah.
We could see
either way. We take the over, but I think that's 13.
I mean, every walk on, everybody gets a chance to play tomorrow.
Oh, the walk on. It might be 15 to 17.
If you see number 47, Will Taylor on the field, my receiver, here we go.
I'm telling you,
dangerous.
He's gonna get out there. Everybody gets to get out there. That's the great thing about you.
Hammer the over.
To be clear, that is only receivers. That's not including tight ends. Just a clarification on everything. I think we're still over.
Still over, yeah.
I mean, I guess I look at Team Red and Team Black both going to have 6 scholarship receivers per team.
Right.
There's 12 right there. And then I'm going to jog out my little white walk-ons about 5'9", and I'm going to just throwing them darts. You know what I mean?
This Will Taylor's 6'3", 190 walk-on. Let's go.
Welcome to being a below-average athlete, my friend. 6'3", walk-on.
Yeah. Mike Dudley threw a last one here saying Colin Drake and Sam Bush over under 1.5 touchdowns combined.
My man Mike was riding Sam Bush in the chat earlier, wasn't he?
QB3 and QB4.
Oh my God! Yeah, the Sam Bush.
Elite 11 invitee, Sam Bush.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know.
He didn't specify. You didn't specify passing, so that opens up double chance too.
I think it all just depends on if one of the two of them comes in early for Carson, like we've been talking about, and kind of has a chance to run with some like ones receivers.
Yeah.
I'll go over. I'll go over. It's a spring game. Everybody's gonna score. We're gonna score. We're gonna be like 35, 32.
I'm gonna go under. I think you get one out of the two. I think what you could see is a situation where, and I'm not gonna say that it does happen. I think you could see a pick out of one of those guys. However, I could also see a touchdown. I'm gonna say if I choose the one, I'm going Colin Drake with the touchdown.
One of them would be who throws Ellis Robinson his interception too, though.
Yeah, there you
go. Actually, yeah.
Bro, 5'11".
Yeah, we're gonna go right with one.
I see what you did there.
Is Pug playing?
I wouldn't put it past him not to play though, just based off of the bone bruise that he's got going on. Just out of precaution.
Said that he was likely to play, and I was like, I ain't heard that anywhere.
I wouldn't say that.
I've heard Pug's a no-go. Everything I've seen.
Yeah, I would expect that. 100%.
I'm gonna need a line change if Pug's a green light. I'm going under on.
There it is.
Touchdowns if Pug gets to play.
I mean, hyping that up.
There we go.
Yeah, Mike said Pug isn't playing. See, look.
Yeah.
Mike saying Pug isn't playing. We got a guest back here. You see it?
Appreciate you, Mike.
Oh man. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. I want to get your thoughts on this too. Go ahead.
I had an over under for you.
What's up?
Explosive plays of 40 yards or more. I said 4.
Specifically 40 or more. And
40
you
or
said
more. 4.
You said so 4?
Between the two teams.
Over.
Between over. You're taking over.
Yeah, we're gonna roll the dice.
Okay.
I only got one dice, but we're gonna roll the dice.
Yeah, I'll say over.
I'm going push.
Jesus, come on.
I always feel like Kirby builds plays in there. He builds winners in there to give the fans something to cheer about, to get the place loud. So, I mean, because in a real game, Georgia doesn't give up 4, right? But Jesus. I think they're going to give up more.
Bro, the Masters is in Augusta, not Athens. These guys got to get excited about something. Come on.
Mike says
the push call.
Mike's calling the under.
In the stands like, throw it deep.
You know what though? Y'all sit here and laugh, but I swear to God, if there's 4 over 40, and that's it, y'all gonna be sitting there looking kind of.
I'm not. I'm just gonna be laughing.
He ain't gonna care.
I'm just gonna be laughing.
He nailed it.
Play the lottery, Robert. Play the lottery.
How about me coming up with a line like that?
The lottery.
I swear to God, I heard it sound like Scooby-Doo but talking.
What if the 5th throw is actually the second interception we needed?
Or you just see Arian running wide open at like 50 yards. Oh, Arian fails me again. Let me down.
Oh, Kangaroo Black in the building. What's going on, Kang? Say you like that Troy helmet. That's the Bama man right there.
Oh,
Bama
that's
baby.
Hilarious.
Bama blitz, Bama blitz.
No, bro. There's this video. This guy, he's sitting down with his son as he's about to commit, and he has all of the different like hats lined up. You Bama, Bama. Put that Ohio State stuff down. You said you was going to Bama.
Oh, you had me.
But the best part is the gut, the gut hanging out. Bama, Bama. Just you'd have to watch that video to understand it. Also, Troy's his hometown. That's what makes sense. Kobe, Kangaroo Black said Troy's his hometown. Makes sense. Why he said that Troy helmet.
Love some Troy, Alabama.
Look at that. Oh man. Now speaking of Bama, are y'all gonna be? I'm assuming y'all are gonna watch Bama's A-Day as well. I think most everybody is, just to see what life without Saban's gonna look like. But that's just my thoughts. Obviously, I
they
think
look like they're enjoying their life. They're going 7-5.
That's
right
a little.
there.
That's wild. I'm gonna let you stick on that one. You can stand 10 toes down on that one.
No, I'm not serious.
Good. Good.
Hot take. I don't really care what those other teams do in the spring. I don't ever watch anybody else's spring.
I'll tell you what. I watched Clemson. My God. My God.
You know what was interesting? They were hyping up a walk-on. Huh.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
Who's that?
The Pearman? Pearson?
Pearman.
Peter
Really
Pearman?
stuck with y'all, didn't it?
Peter Pipe, pick a pan.
Yeah.
He was
What's
really
my name,
impressive.
Dan?
I remember his name. Starts with a P.
14 is what I remember.
Peterman.
Pearsall.
He looked better than
First
better
name
than
Ricky. Last name, the greatest receiver in Florida history.
Pearsall.
No, in all seriousness though, man.
Nickname Pearsall.
We know we can never take 100% anything away from a spring game, but
No.
Clemson better hit the portal. That's all I'm going to say. They better hit the fucking portal. It's bad. Yeah, no, exactly. Kangaroo's saying that you can't take much away from it, but they are fun to watch. Yeah, listen, I'll tell you this. I heard about this, and guys, I don't think y'all understand how grateful I am to be running the format that we're running, because I was hearing like Ole Miss is doing like a 7-on-7 with like a skill competition or something like that too.
Well,
I would be pissed.
I like the fact that we do like true scoring, like touchdowns.
Yes.
You know,
But
some people's spring
Auburn had
games
theirs.
do-
Auburn just had theirs. Yeah, it was like that. 20. They started with 27. The defense started with 27 or 28 or some shit like that.
Gotcha. What I was
Started
talking
with
about
27. Yeah.
It's like for every play of 10 or more yards, the offense gets a point. For every play of like every negative play, the defense gets a point. It's like
I think Ohio State does that.
2s and 4s and 6s, and it's just super confusing.
Yeah.
18
Yeah.
to 5. It's like
I'm very excited to see Ole Miss's 7-on-7 game. Hopefully that's televised, kind of like OT7. So I don't have to really go anywhere.
Oh, there you go. But no. Yeah, I'm just glad we're running like you said, Kobe, that traditional scoring, right? Like, going good. I think the way they split it too, where you go one offense versus one defense and stuff like that. I think it helps. I think it helps come the fall time. Like, in all seriousness, I just do. But that's just me.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But no, let's see. We've talked about that. I think we've covered about everything for G-Day. Are there any final thoughts y'all have on G-Day?
You know what I want to see? I want to see
What?
Brett Thorson actually do something. I want to see like an 80-yard bomber downfield. Yeah, that's about it. 80-yard bomber.
I mean, we'll go here. Kangaroo says he'd like to see a spring game played like a real game. Just rotate everybody in and out. Yeah, no, I feel like that's the most optimal situation to get you better, ready for the fall.
So are we seeing kicks from Woodring?
I would expect so. Yes.
Okay.
Over under. Let's do an over under. This is spontaneous. Over under field goal attempts 4.5.
I'm so happy you said attempts. I'm gonna say, wait, you said 4.5? No, that's crazy. Fam, if we're kicking the ball 4 times in a game,
I'm going under.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, go back and watch last year. You kicked it up 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I'm going 2
That's
apiece.
close. It's close.
I'm going 2 apiece for field goals.
I
For
was
truly
just
field
impressed
goals,
to get
not
better at that
PATs.
point, really.
Because think about it. You still need to get those guys some attempts and reps.
Yeah, I'd say over. I'll take over 4.5 because you're talking about both teams combined.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
general.
that's 2 for one, 2 for 3 for the other.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
because you do want to get them working. You're probably gonna script a situation where they get an attempt anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean, that's why I did the over/under at 4.5 because accounting for both teams and everything like that, I think it's a fair number.
it is.
Harry says under at 4. I kind of agree on that, to be honest. I think you see 4, but I'm not going under. I'm going over because that 5th one is going to be the game winner for the team black.
When you said 4, I'm thinking of one side having 4. That's my fault.
Yeah, that would be yeah, exactly.
That's where I'm just like, did our offense just die out there? Like what are we doing?
Well, we didn't have Carson Beck on the field.
1, 2, 3, kick the ball. All right.
1, 2, 3, down set, chuck it up, go. I'm just kidding.
All right.
No, so I've got over. I think you go 5, and that 5th one is the game-winning field goal for Team Black.
Do they still do the steak lobster dinner for the winning team?
Beanie weenies for the losers.
Oh,
yeah, I think so. Sounds. I mean, I'm sure they've been doing that since Kirby's there. Kobe, I mean, you were there. So.
They've been doing that since before Kirby. Beanie weenies and steak and lobster has been a thing for a long time.
No, fair enough. Let's see what. So you got Kangaroo says he's going to watch UGA spring game. Really interested in y'all's receiving core since Brock and Ladd is gone. Even though Brock's a tight end, he was just like a receiver. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
No, I'm with you there. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how everything unfolds. Carson is on Team Black, right?
Red.
Red's
the starting offense, Black is starting defense. At least that's the way they had it broken up online.
Okay.
He's right.
That social media team was legit fire, though.
No, for real.
Oh, Keon, you missed this earlier. We'll run it back by you real quick because I feel like you're going to enjoy this. What if Team Red came out in the all red uniforms and Team Black came out in the all black uniforms and the quarterbacks came out in the ice whites plus the helmet?
Ooh, that'd be the greatest thing in the world. And then
you handle it.
Bro, the live telecast would immediately be shut down and Kirby be like, that's all you get.
Like 15 minutes of practice, yeah.
That's literally it.
Last question. Paper Chase says, so is Raylan Wilson running with the 2s? I expect him to run with the 1s. Well, no, he might run with the 2s. Well, Smile might not be there. So I think you'll see CJ and Raylan.
Just depends what team he's on. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, that too. Well, yeah, that too, I guess. Guys, let's do this last prediction, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. MVP for tomorrow. Who is it?
Dom Lovett.
Dom Lovett. Okay.
Anthony Evans. Just
it's a name you don't know. Scovey White. Why not?
Gunnar Stockton, baby. Gunnar Stockton.
All right. Damn it. That's low hanging fruit. Come on.
Oh, do you want me? Okay, I'll switch it up.
No, that's fine. You got it.
That's funny.
No,
you got it.
I mean, to be fair,
hold on. Dylan Bell.
actually.
To be fair, I mean, when Gilbert had the 2 tuds a couple years ago, I didn't see that coming from a mile away. And he had
Makai Muse last year too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's always somebody you don't know. That's why Scovey White. Why not?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
It's going to be somebody on like the second team offense. I like the Gunner pick. I think that is low hanging fruit, but I think that's a good pick. But never know.
And you know what? To be honest, we need him to be the MVP. Like, we need to see that out of him. So that would be a good thing for everybody if he gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kangaroo says Dylan Bell's a beast. Yeah, I think he's going to have a tremendous season this upcoming fall.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one right there.
Cash Jones.
Honestly, though, an easy one with Arian, I'd love to see Arian Smith have like 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'd be like,
that'd be nuts.
My bad,
Bubble
dog.
wrap.
Yeah, my bad, dog.
Bubble wrap.
I was unfamiliar with your game.
Yeah.
But now I'm familiar. Boys. Hey, guys, it's been a good G-Day preview, but we're going to wrap this thing up and get ready. We got one sleep, and then it's G-Day. Dan, where can people find you if they want to follow you, my man?
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. It's Dan Kiley3 on Twitter, and I think the same thing on Instagram. I'm not 100% sure, but you can find me. I'm out there. Like, follow. I like to be interactive with my people, so hit me up if you can.
Look no further, fella. You found them. Oh, man. Guys, with that being said, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, rate, review for those podcast listeners, by the way. Also, do yourself a favor. Go to Alumni Hall tomorrow and get geared up for game day, for G-Day. All right, do that. But if you want to take a look tonight or early in the morning, go to dgdpodcast.com, go to Shop Alumni Hall, and use our link, and a percentage will go to the Classic City Collective on behalf of the DGD Podcast. But with that being said, have a great night. We will see y'all next time talking the recap of G-Day. Have a great night again. And go Dogs.
Go Dogs.